Right, hello and welcome everyone to another podcast. Today I'm joined with Jake, who I was with last time, and we've also got a new guest today. But before we go into our new guest, or introduce him, if you will, want to talk about the last one. Massive thanks. We've gone past 100 views now in literally just over 3 days. So that's fantastic. Me and Jake are absolutely buzzing. As you can see, we've both got headsets on as well. So obviously we've gone pro these days. No, but now we've got a new guest today. Harry, go ahead.
You all right, mate? Yeah. Just got a scene to get West Ham. Had one since I was the age of about 5. Ever since just began away days as well.
Yeah.
Massive football fan in general. Hopefully I can prove that I know my stuff for this podcast.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I've had already in conversation with people is just that when I've spoken to them, like a good friend of mine who's a football coach said, "I know nothing about the Premier League," and it made me laugh because I just thought, like, I don't know, it's just interesting. So, what I want to talk about today, obviously we're talking about Harry Parker. Next thing I want to talk about Manchester United. Obviously, Jake, you I guess would be the term for you and them. For me personally,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, go on.
but I'm not really too sure what to make of them this season. I mean, obviously, as you know, they've got the quality in the individual players, but for some reason, it's just not gone right for them so far.
Harry, what are your thoughts on United this season apart from hating them? Go on.
Well, I was at Old Trafford for the 0-0 against West Ham, and obviously going to Old Trafford, you expect to get beat. Doesn't matter who the manager is and who plays for him. It's Old Trafford. Most teams lose every single season. They create a lot of opportunities, which I think they do every game, but they play such a boring tempo that teams win the ball in the middle of the pitch against them, and they just break every time. And the reason why they don't concede is because Smalling's been a great defender, Jones has, and they're much more solid. But the likes of Rooney, Martial, unless at the start of the season, they're not banging the goals.
Yeah.
I think Louis van Gaal's really got to go before the end of the season, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting you said about obviously them breaking, because we was talking about last time about how football always adapts and it always will, but now it's about quick football, counter-attacking, how quickly can we go? Because that's how Bournemouth have got. Yeah, that's how Bournemouth beat Chelsea. They've got a good result against United as well. They're a very quick team. Leicester on the break, they're unstoppable. So that interests me that you said that. But and again, you said about Tony Martial and Wayne Rooney. What is it with Wayne Rooney this season? Why is he not scoring as much? Is it down to him or is it a tactical thing?
It's down to him. The fact that he's lost most of his pace, basically, the whole of the reason why he's not banging goals. Because we all know he's a brilliant player. He scores left, right, and centre for England. Admittedly, it's not always against the best opponent, but he scores the goals. And he's got the talent, obviously. But I think I see a chance against Crystal Palace earlier on in the season. I think might actually pass the ball through to him. Back in the day, he would have had a touch, buried it, or gone to the keeper and then buried it. But he just lost all pace and messes up most of the chances for himself.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always liked Rooney, and as he's gone on, I've sort of thought, should he now be behind the striker, or is he past being that front man now? Is it time for someone young and new to come in, obviously like Martial, and for him to just mentor him and just drop him behind? But for me, with Martial, I think it's more of a tactical thing. Jake, or what do you think?
With Rooney, I think definitely lost a lot of what he used to have, as most players do. But he's still only 28, and 28 is a young age. But
yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I think sometimes he doesn't get the service or as much service as he needs. But I think again, as Harry said, back in the day, he would have taken a touch on most of his chances and just buried it past the keeper. But he just seems to rush. I mean, and even when he's not from goal and he picks the ball up in midfield, he just slows down the play, and it's just, quite frankly, to be honest, again, it is boring.
Yeah, but boring is one keyword I've heard all season. And if I'm honest, I think Van Gaal's already gone. I don't think he's there anymore in terms of the way the club's being run. Like, you watch their performance against Chelsea. Okay, some people were saying, Chelsea make them look like a better team or whatever. Personally, I don't agree. I thought Man United played very well. The fact that they played more attacking football, it looks like, and I've read a couple of things about this as well, that it was more of a Giggs influence side. I also heard that he took training without Van Gaal, and so there's a lot of stuff going on at United. And personally, and this is my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but I could be spot on. You never know. I think Giggs is pretty much running things in terms of not in all tactics. Because obviously, Van Gaal is still the manager in that respect, and I'm sure he wouldn't just roll over for Giggs. But I think in the way that they're starting to approach things now is more down to Giggs' influence, because you can see he's getting frustrated now. I mean, the game against Norwich, when he got up on the touchline, he just looked fed up, to be honest with you. And it's a shame. As much as I don't like Man United, it's a shame to see a club that was, well, great to watch to now just be boring and a bit dead. Chelsea, on the other hand, I don't care about them. That's fine. They can keep underperforming. But
do you know what though? Like, as you said, like, it seems like Giggs is running things. I mean, and I've seen a lot of United fans, surprisingly, on Twitter say that they don't want Giggs as manager.
I wouldn't either, though. I like him. I think there's a big difference between coaching and management.
He may lose his legend status if it does really, really bad.
Well, that's the same at Millwall this season with Neil Harris. Obviously, not that we've ever won any Champions Leagues or anything, but Neil Harris is a big deal at Millwall, and sometimes he can be tactically naive. Don't get me wrong, but we score more goals, we play more attacking football, and we're probably more exciting to watch now. So, he's doing a good job. In terms of Man United, as I was about to say, I don't think coaching and management is definitely not the same thing. Roy Hodgson, one person I'm going to name, fantastic coach. I've watched a couple of his sessions on the FA website, on like the Coaches Club thing, and he's a great coach. Management, for England, he seems a bit like, whatever. It doesn't just, I don't know, like, I don't have to explain it. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't seem as...
Yeah, I think we all do, yeah.
Like, the quality isn't there, because as good as a coach he is, it doesn't sort of portray itself on the pitch. It does against Lithuania, but when we play against other teams such as, say Germany,
big boys.
Not even just performance-wise, just tactically as well, just doesn't seem there. But he's still a great coach, and I think Giggs has a lot to learn. I think if someone like Mourinho comes in, that would be fantastic. Like, you watch, Mourinho was at Barcelona with Van Gaal. Obviously there was Guardiola there at the time as well, and he learned a lot of top managers at the time and just bided his time, and then he went in. And then he done really well. So I don't think Giggs should be there yet, but he should still be heavily coaching, is what I think. But obviously, Jake, go on. You Giggs to take over? Or?
Well, to be honest, my view on it is, obviously, he's still very young as far as coaches go. But I think the fact that he's been at the club for so many years, he knows a lot of the players still there. He knows the club inside out, basically.
Okay, all right.
I think that would work in his favour. And to be honest, if you look back, when was it? When he took over for, what was it, four games, I think it was?
Yeah, it was 4 games, I think, yeah.
I know it's only like 4 games, but he won, I think it was 3 of them, so...
Okay, well, one question I've got, and I'm not putting down the idea of him becoming manager at all, because I'm a big Giggs fan myself. But what happens when? No, but this is true, because it happens in football. It's going to happen at some point. What happens now that they're in a rut? So Giggs never had that experience. When in his football career has he had the experience of we're out of the top 4? And okay, once maybe in the past few seasons as a coach, but as a player, how can he understand what the players are going through if he's, one, never been through it himself, or 2, how does he get them out of it? Like, so when they start getting in a little rut, how can he then bring him out? And then if he's not performing, and like Harry said, his legendary status starts deteriorating, what happens to him? Because fans are going to go, oh, but it's Giggs, should we sack him? But if results don't go your way, surely you've got to get rid of him. You're Man United. You're supposed to be one of the biggest clubs in the world. So what happens then?
The thing I would say is the fact that when he took over for those 4 games, a big thing, not only did he win sort of three out of 4 of them, he also did play sort of attacking football. None of this sort of pass it around the back. So, and my view has always been that, fair enough, you want your team to win, and obviously I would want United to win, as you would want Millwall to win their games. But if the team played attacking football, if the team played good football, good attacking football, which Giggs has done in his previous short spell, then I wouldn't be as disappointed if we came out of the game, with a loss or a draw. As long as we started playing better football than Van Gaal is currently.
See, it's really interesting for me because Millwall have not gone through the same process at all, but there's a slight similar connection, which I'll explain in a second. But I heard a great quote from Ronaldo, and he said something along the lines of, I don't remember it word for word, but he said, winning is everything. He said, it doesn't matter who plays the better football, it's who wins the amount of trophies. And now if Man United fans start saying, well, it doesn't matter if we win, but as long as we play well, surely that's just settling for mediocrity now. Because for me,
that's West Ham. That's not Manchester United. I'll be honest.
Look, I'm obviously, don't get me wrong, playing boring football for me doesn't get you titles anyway. So I agree playing attacking football will get that, but sometimes in football it does happen. The better team does lose. And one day you might come up against Real Madrid in a Champions League final. One day, who knows? And you might get completely outclassed by them, but you keep having those hint of spells of attacking play, and you win. You might not be the better team, but you've won. So no, what I'm saying, I completely agree with the whole attacking football thing, and Giggs, I think, will definitely bring that. I just don't think now's his time, because at Millwall this season, we went I don't know, I think it was 9-10 games unbeaten. And then slowly after, we just got caught in a little rut. We lost 3-0 to Gillingham as well at home, which is an awful result. And we just went on a bit of a downward spiral again. I mean, we won, beat Southend 4-0. That's a great result. So now we'll get back up. But as soon as that rut ended, people started to think, hang on, is Harris tactically naive? Is he? Not everyone, but I definitely saw tweets out there saying, is he good enough? Is he got enough experience? So I'm just wondering if Giggs did take over, would that happen? He's in more of a limelight than what Neil Harris is. So...
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always obviously going to be pros and cons for Giggs taking over, but I mean, the thing that I also found interesting when I was just scrolling on Twitter and I found someone comparing Moyes' time at United and Van Gaal's, and it was saying Moyes had like a worse record than Van Gaal at this point in the season.
Yeah,
and people were questioning why the owners haven't got rid of him as they did with Moyes. And to be honest, I'm not too sure why, because fair enough, but like as you say, Bournemouth, they beat United.
Great performance by them as well.
Yeah, I mean, they take nothing away from them, but you go into that match being Man United, the old Man United that everyone used to sort of enjoy watching. Well, unless you're a City fan, but yeah, a lot of people were saying, why hasn't he been sacked yet? I mean, he's got a worse record than David Moyes. Why did Moyes go so early, and why have they still got Van Gaal into?
See, the thing is, I don't like comparisons from different seasons because there's so many different variable things. So, all right, last season, if you said to me, Leicester would be second by January and Chelsea would be 15th or 16th, wherever they are, I would have said, I would have literally put £100 bet on that. I reckon it'd be the other way around. I mean, I would have lost £100 there, but things change. I mean, if Chelsea were on top form as they was, I guarantee Palace wouldn't be up there, Watford wouldn't be up there. If it was a typical Premier League season, if you will, and it was the other way around in that respect, then would Man United do as well, performing like they currently are in that typical season? Would he have the same or even worse than what Moyes did? I'm not saying he would. I'm just putting the question out there. Harry, would you reckon?
Well, Louis van Gaal's only been given the amount of time that he's been given simply because the teams that he's managed compared to Moyes,
Yeah.
Everton.
I mean, Preston's Everton. A prestigious club, so don't forget Preston.
I mean, I couldn't really name who Louis van Gaal's actually managed apart from Barcelona. I'll be honest, but
Bayern Munich.
Oh, of course, Bayern Munich, and like they're all big clubs. And then obviously get Moyes, Preston, Everton. But yeah, Louis van Gaal's got to go before the end of the season. But like I said earlier, I can't see it happening. Moyes wouldn't be given another season like Louis van Gaal's been given. So
Nah.
I don't get where they're coming from.
But one thing that's also like struck my mind is the fact that every time I seem to watch them, whether they're Super Sunday, you know, Saturday Night Football, or even Match of the Day, you know, I've seen their selection, and quite a few of Van Gaal's selections for the team sheet has been questionable for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
you could say that.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I look at Man United's lineup and I see Martial out wide, I just think, like, it actually frustrates me massively. Like, I just don't get it at all. Like,
after his unbelievable start, like against Liverpool,
yeah,
everyone knows he can finish. Stick him up top, he'll score a lot of goals. Obviously, you've got to give him the service.
Right,
but
hashtag Harry Parker in for Man United. Tweet it now.
but
no, I completely agree.
The thing is, it's not just positional changes. It's, you know, United have better players than sort of that they're starting. I mean, playing Fellaini and Carrick as defensive midfielders, you know, you got Schneiderlin, you got Schweinsteiger, and other selections as well. I just don't get some of his choices, to be honest. But fair enough, he's his own manager, you know.
Yeah. Not too long ago, I remember seeing Man United fans tweeting about Schneiderlin against, who was it? It was a 12:45 game. Can't remember who they played.
I couldn't tell you.
No, it might be Watford. And I didn't see it, but they said Schneiderlin was like just a breath of fresh air. Sorry, and literally he does all the dirty work, and he's just literally invincible. Whereas obviously like most CDMs like Kante or Matic, they sort of bomb forward. Schneiderlin stays at back, does his job, lets whoever else, the attacking player, just do the job. And he's brilliant for that.
That's the thing. I mean, as you say, he just sits back and lets all the attacking players do the work, but the attacking players aren't doing the work at the minute. I mean, every time they seem to get in the opposition's half, it's back to De Gea, back to the back four. You know, as you said earlier, it's boring.
I think at times though, as I said, like Falcao last season, I think Falcao would have done brilliant at Man United if they had quality players around him as well. So you had at times Falcao. I when he was at Atletico Madrid, I used to love watching him do this, and at Monaco as well, and again at United, because he did do it. He kept like that typical running behind defenders, but he could do it so well. But any time someone was surging forward, I always had to watch it. It was either at the end of the season, Paddy McNair. Like, no disrespect to Paddy McNair. He's not a creative midfielder. He isn't going to pick out a great pass or have that vision to pick someone out. Okay, he might spot a wide player, but you know who wouldn't?
That's as far as it's getting. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, no one seemed to be able to spot that run. And as much as I love young players coming through, and I would always want to see that, you still need at Man United that quality. So Mata. Obviously, over the past years, Ronaldo can't go amiss. Depay, I still think will be great. Jesse Lingard will be eventually, again, a young player that I'd like to see in there. But you need quality players in and around. And whether you go spend... So Man City spent a lot of money on De Bruyne. 100% worth it for me.
What a player.
Yeah, it's someone like Andre Schürrle, you know, quality, proven European players, Mesut Ozil, to go pick out those sort of runs. And you need that in a team like United. And last season, didn't have it. This season, don't have it. Because the difference between Martial and Rooney when Rooney joined is that when Rooney joined, they had Ruud van Nistelrooy up there. Ronaldo was already there for one season. So he had quality players around him already. And as good as he was, but to learn off and things like that. Martial, he's got Rooney, but other than Rooney, who's obviously taking a slump at the moment, which must not help at all. What's he got to learn out there at the moment? I think it's damaging for him as well.
He's got Memphis. What a player!
You see his header against Stoke.
Oh god!
But yeah, it's just
The less said about that, the better.
Yeah, but interesting enough going on to that performance, because I did watch that game, and we can always talk about how negative United are, and I don't want to touch on other clubs either, but how good were Stoke? And this is my point about quality players going forward. Shaqiri, I don't know how Stoke got him. I don't know how he didn't prove it at Inter Milan. He's a quality player. Arnautovic, watched him at Werder Bremen. Again, was at Inter Milan. Great player. Then you got Bojan, was at Barcelona. I mean, he must have... You're not going to play for Barcelona and not learn anything. Afellay, Barcelona, Ajax, Schalke. They're quality players that have been in great places. Mame Brahim Diouf was brilliant in the Bundesliga. Peter Crouch has had his day, but
Played for United as well.
Yeah. Who did? Sorry,
Diouf.
Oh, Diouf. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he come through United as well. So
not so much Crouchy.
Not so. No, I was thinking there. Did Peter Crouch? I know he's played for a lot of clubs, but no. But my point is, I know they're not world class. Well, technically not classed as world class anyway, but the way they've been performing and the form they're on, they might as well be classed as that. But United are just lack creativity, lack attacking football. They've got it.
They were so lethargic against Stoke.
But that's my point. But then against Chelsea, they've proven they can go forward. And I think to be honest, Simeone would probably be a perfect appointment, in my opinion. Guardiola, again, would be another perfect appointment.
I'm sure every single Manchester United fan would like Simeone or Guardiola.
Or Ancelotti. Yeah. Obviously, I know he's signed for Bayern Munich now for next season, Ancelotti, but great attacking managers. And I'm not saying Mourinho isn't, but I just think in terms of the players they've got, someone like Simeone could probably use that very well. And I think he would at Chelsea as well. Which brings me on to my point. Who will go and manage Man United? Will it be Giggs? Will it be Simeone? Who? Because
I hope it's Giggs.
Season. You want it to be Giggs? Okay.
I want it to be Giggs. But the only thing, I mean, again, Mourinho and Simeone, I wouldn't be upset about or anything. But the thing that puts me off Mourinho is his attitude, rather than sort of his managerial ability. It's his attitude, how he's been at Chelsea, and I just don't like his arrogance and how cocky he is. Well, how cocky he comes across in interviews and stuff.
Okay, I mean I get that, because obviously the whole mind game stuff. Sometimes people go, really? Sir Alex Ferguson, the best at mind games ever. I don't care what anyone says. No one comes near Sir Alex Ferguson at all for me.
Best manager I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm grateful that I got to watch him, obviously growing up. But my point is that Mourinho, I know he, I've had a go at Mourinho a lot of times this year, but I think he's still technically a young manager. I think old counts as 60, 65 in management. So yeah, I'm going to say he's young. He's a young manager, still learning. I mean, you always learn in football. Look at Van Gaal. With the clubs he's managed, you'd think, oh yeah, he win everything. Not the case. He's still learning. But I think Mourinho would be a great appointment. But I think he'll either join, because I know Roma are knocking on his door, and I think he's waiting for Man United. But I think it would depend. It would depend on the January transfer window, and it would depend on January's results as well. And if they make half decent signings, or the results are okay in January, with other club signings, Bournemouth just signed a Turbe as well.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant signing.
I know, incredible signing.
A lot of money though.
Yeah, but you need to pay these days. But with other clubs, again, getting better players now, if their results deteriorate again in February, I think Mourinho will come in then. But as Harry said, I can't see him going until the end of the season. I think Giggs will slightly call the shots in terms of the way they play now, because I think Van Gaal's lost it.
I'd like to see him
And-
be there for the whole season and next.
yeah, keep him at Man United. But I think Giggs will be slightly running things behind until the end of the season when his contract's up and then he retires. And then,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
but then if they wait to the end of the season, then they've got Guardiola to possibly get. They've got Simeone to possibly get because I don't think neither of them would leave during the season. Guardiola definitely won't.
No chance.
Mourinho, if Man United really want him, I think he'll stay, as in unemployed until that happens, possibly. There's 3 managers already that we've already spoke about. Who
Top class.
obviously Jake said he wants Giggs. Harry, who do you not like to see because we don't want to see Man United do well, but who are you?
I'm glad you worded it like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm good with that. But who would be a perfect fit for him?
I think it's obvious, but Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
The fact is, when we all knew Fergie was retiring, only Mourinho was the only person who could get close to being as good as Fergie. I'm not saying he is obviously good.
No.
Nothing like that. But to pick Moyes and then go to Louis van Gaal, I'm not being funny. Mourinho had to be straight after Fergie, or at least straight after Moyes.
Yeah.
But I mean, anyone, Simeone, Guardiola, they're all top class managers, and whoever comes in will no doubt do a good job. They're going to have to sign a few players because the team that Man United have got at the moment is just, it is mediocre. But yeah, Mourinho, might as well just go over it because he's a top class manager. I think he should have been given more time at Chelsea, personally. I'm glad you weren't, but.
Yeah. Okay, so, right, quick little thing before we move on to the next thing. Man United, Jake. I know you're going to say, depending on January signings, we might win the league. But where do you think Man United will finish? And I know it's a hard one to pinpoint, but right now, where do you think they'll finish?
Well, right now, obviously, Van Gaal is still in charge. So if you're counting that as come the end of the season, Van Gaal's still in charge, I wouldn't put it past him to finish 7th or maybe 8th or somewhere around that. Honestly,
I thought you were going to say first there.
no. If they keep playing the way that they are with Van Gaal in charge, then they're definitely not going to get top 4 for me.
Okay, all right, cool. Harry, in
Yeah,
their
I'm
current
going to have to
situation,
agree with that.
yeah, all right.
I'm going to have to agree with that. Top 4 is off the cards. Because Spurs are improving like every single week. And Spurs are usually the team that finish 5th and then go on to get 4th. Well, a couple of seasons. And then you get Arsenal always finish 4th. Even doesn't matter how they're doing in January or anything like that. Top 4. You got City. Depends if Liverpool in great form at the moment. Hopefully that ends tomorrow. But
Palace,
Liverpool in great form.
Leicester.
Palace. Watford ain't going to be up there, but they're doing well. Leicester might drop, but even so, are they going to finish below Man United? All depends.
I think Leicester
you get
top 4.
teams like West Ham, they're going to finish above Man United.
That's a big shout. I wouldn't say Leicester.
Leicester will be top 4. Leicester will be top 4.
Leicester will finish 5th.
Yeah. Do you know there's
Definitely inside the top 10. Definitely inside the top 10. I'm not placing any bets.
But there's only 2 sides that have ever been at least top by January or Christmas or the end of December that have not finished in the top 4. And Aston Villa and Ipswich being them. So not winning. One wasn't winning the league, which was Ipswich, and the other was Villa, who finished 5th, I think, before, which was interesting. Right. This one now. So I want to go through who we think our best 11 is in the Premier League. So
What, this current moment? Or
yeah, I'm just looking now because I've been trying to think. So a quick thing. So I'll go through my first. Just so I'll get it out of the way. Right. For me, it's Butland in goal. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I love Jack Butland. I just think he's quality. He put in another great performance against United. I know, obviously, letting a few goals the other day against Everton. Yeah, Everton. But look, you can't doubt how good of a keeper he is at the age he is as well. So for me, and on current form, he's got to be my keeper. Right back, as we pre-discussed, is definitely not Glenn Johnson. Don't worry.
what? You can
Okay, but
no, the thing is, right, I was actually this sounds very bad, but I was actually going to put him up there.
Yeah?
Simply because Stoke are the informed team, and I've been watching a lot of Stoke lately as compared to at the start of the season.
Mm.
And Glenn Johnson against Manchester United was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not saying he's the best, but he has been playing
No,
well.
that's fine. Now on current form, so keeper wise, who would you go with?
Current form, going by last game or not?
Past, I'd just say form. So past 6 matches on an
Oh, do
average.
you know what? I've got it.
Go on.
I'm going for Adrian. I don't even care. He's
Oh,
quality.
No, I like Adrian.
Just because, not just because, sorry, they're top of the league, I'm going to go Kasper Schmeichel.
They're not top of the
shout,
league
yeah.
though. They're second.
Oh, second, sorry.
Top shout, top class goalkeeper.
It is
Yeah,
a good shout. Okay, then moving on to right back and left back. We'll go both full backs. Who?
We all got to pick 11, all three of us, yeah.
It could be the same players. It could be different.
It's
I
tight.
think Harry's going to go Glenn Johnson past 6 games.
No, Bellerin.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm thinking about it, Bellerin.
I agree with that.
Quality.
Yeah, I think I'll have to agree. Bellerin, I loved him end of last season. This season again, brilliant. Left back,
Left back,
Jordan Armavi, Aston Villa. Is that a good shout? No,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
He got a couple of assists and he broke your leg. Happy days. Oh, God.
For me, someone I'm going to raise. To be honest, haven't watched West Ham a lot past a couple of games, but someone who I loved last season, and I hate to say, Aaron Cresswell, I really like. Past 6 games, I obviously scored against Villa.
is that
depends.
just because we got a West Ham fan?
I'm a Millwall fan. I'm not. I never pandered to Harry. I've known Harry for a couple of years now. I don't pander to him.
I'm literally like, I'm so optimistic towards any West Ham part. If they do something wrong, I still big him up or whatever. But I tell you what, Aaron Cresswell, he can't defend. You saw his goal against Villa. He loves going forward, and that's the only time people see him when he goes forward. When he defends, everyone skins him.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like,
oh no,
I
wasn't. I'm just saying I like him. But an interesting conversation I had with a good friend of mine. I was saying, thinking about it, England don't have any real quality left backs anymore. Like we don't by quality anymore. I mean Ashley Cole, Baines in his prime again. So because I don't think Baines. I think he's past.
Baines has dropped off.
Yes.
I think he's past it now.
Massively.
I think Galloway got picked for the last game against Stoke.
That's who I was going to go with, Brendan Galloway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's very interesting. I again, big fan of Galloway. I think it's a shame Luke Shaw got injured, obviously, which kind of annoyed me. But I don't know, left backs.
I'm going to go for Monreal, simply because at the start of the season, people were saying that, well, why on earth Gibbs not starting? Monreal, like, I don't know how old he is, but he's much older than Gibbs, ain't he? He's a much better defender. And that is why I'm putting him as left back. Like, Gibbs, when he's come off the bench or something, I know he played last game against, I think it might be Bournemouth. But when Gibbs comes on, he plays in, like, left wing.
So
Monreal. Yeah. Monreal's solid defender.
Okay. Jake, who are you saying?
Brendan Galloway, definitely.
Definitely Brendan Galloway. Okay, interesting. My one, as I said, left back's hard for me, but I'm going with someone who I liked at Swansea, not Swansea anymore. Ben Davis, I like for Tottenham. I think he's a great left back. Obviously, Tottenham doing very well this season. Only lost 2 games as well. I know he's been a big part of it as well this season, as well as I think Danny Rose has obviously played quite a lot as well. And the both of them I really like. But Ben Davis, I don't know whether because of his age or what, but I remember he originally stepped in for Neil Taylor when he broke his leg at the start of the season.
Top shout,
Yeah.
He originally come in for him. I think they played against QPR, like opening game of the season, and he broke his leg. And I was like, oh, it's a shame because Neil Taylor had a cracking season before.
Yeah, I rated him, yeah.
And then Ben Davis stepped in, and he just set another standard. Obviously, Tottenham bought him. So yeah, for me, Ben Davis. So I'll go Ben Davis. I might get a couple of, Ben Davis. So I'll go Ben Davis. I might get a couple of, what are you saying Ben Davis for? But whatever. Okay, two centre halves.
I'm sure 11.
It's my 11. Yeah, two centre halves. Who are we going for? I reckon good old Winston Reid. And no, I'm joking.
I think I'm going for a lot of Arsenal players, but Lauren Koscielny's one of them.
Okay.
I don't even need to say anything on it. He's been brilliant.
I'm going to put one shout out there.
Go on.
Wes Morgan.
Coles.
How can you leave Wes Morgan out at the moment? He's
such a brilliant leader.
I know, but he's incredible. And the other one I'm going to go for, because I'm going to get my two out of the way straight away. Someone who doesn't always play incredible game in, game out. He got absolutely turned a new arsehole by Jamie Vardy when they played against him. Is John Stones. Now, the reason why I say John Stones is because he is the best ball-playing centre-half we've had in a long time. And I genuinely mean that. He will make mistakes.
Yeah, he shows that basically every single game.
But the thing is, people go, oh, what's he running with the ball for? The modern game, as we say, is always adapting. So 10 years ago, if someone said to Gary Neville or, I don't know, whoever's playing fullback, oh, in 10 years or 5 years, whatever, fullbacks are going to be the new wingers, basically. You'd go, no, we're not. We're defenders. We go up to the halfway line, and that's what we do. But these days, it's right, we'll overlap the wide player and we'll get crosses in. Or we might come in the inside and we might have a shot. So the game's just evolving into a more attacking thing. So the fact that a centre-half now steps into centre-mid sometimes don't shock me at all. And I think the fact that we have someone who is that comfortable and confident on the ball is, one, incredible to watch, and two, if he carries that on, why can't he go play for someone like Barcelona, Real Madrid? Because if he's that good with the ball and he improves defensively as well, there's no limit to where John Stones can go. And I genuinely mean that. Genuinely. And yes, he will make mistakes, but so what? He has to learn. So
exactly. It sounds pretty random, but I don't go see other teams play anything like that. I went to see Swansea versus Everton early on in the season. Fun enough, it was 0-0, most boring match ever. But John Stones, literally, I knew he was a good defender and all that. I knew he could bring the ball out from the back and sublimely pass the ball. But he just rinsed everyone in Swansea. Like, I know Swansea have had a bad season and whatnot, but they've got some good midfielders, and he just rinsed every single one of them. He just ran Gomez ragged all game as well. The wingers, see you later. And he scored right at the end and all, and I thought it would have been a great way of finishing.
Okay. So who are your two centre-halves? Koscielny and go on, Jake as well.
Yeah.
Where's Morgan and Chris Smalling actually?
Okay, cool. So Harry, one more quickly. I'll explain why quickly in a second.
Yeah, go on. Where's Morgan?
Where's Morgan? Right, we're going to cut to a quick little advert, a little break that I'll be doing. And after, we'll go on for the rest of the 11. So we'll join you back straight after the advert. Hello, guys, and welcome to this short ad break. The reason why we've cut to an ad break is just because I really want to get something across that's quite close to home, something I'm really passionate about, and it's Cray Wanderers FC. Now, a lot of you may not know Cray Wanderers, a very historical club, one of the oldest clubs in England, and I think the world as well. I think you can hold me to that. But they've got a really special project going on. Now they're doing very well. They've got a community scheme that's being run really well by Tyrone Sterling, who plays for Dover Athletic, or Dover FC, if you didn't know. So that's run exceptionally well, and I'm also a part of that. I also coach the under-9s, and the academy is getting better and better as we speak. And we are producing some good players, which is very nice to see. The first team are setting some great standards at the top of the Ryman North, and I've been a part of that as well this season. And to watch it, it's an excellent progression to watch. But the only thing the club now need is a stadium. Now we're currently ground share of Bromley FC, who are in the Conference Premier. But obviously, for a club that wants to now go to that next level, we do need our own stadium. But it's not, when I say new stadium, we're not asking for loads of money from council. We're not trying to fundraise. All the stuff is being raised by the club. So all the money is being funded there. All we want is for people to know why we're doing it, what the point is, what the community can gain out of it, because we really want to improve the community we're in as well. So we want to use the community scheme to help kids get off the streets, and use that by doing sports, just generally get more people active. So it's a great project to be involved with. I'm really excited to be a part of it as well. But if you just go onto YouTube after this video and type in Foxbury Park, I'll leave a link in the description as well. But if you type in Foxbury Park, click enter. When it loads, there we go. So it's kind of Foxbury Park. If you click this top video here by Crane Wanderers TV, that will explain much better than what I can, because the people behind this are truly exceptional at what they do. And, you know, they can definitely explain a lot better than me. But it's just still something I'm really passionate about, and I want people to see, because a lot of people don't take enough notice at non-league clubs, and the football and the brand of football we're starting to produce is incredible to see for a club at the level we are. And to be producing that sort of stuff, and the direction we want to go and what we want to do for the community, it's excellent. And to be a part of it, for me, you know, is fantastic. So I want people to see what the club are trying to do, how we're going to do it. And if you do watch it, thanks very much. But we'll go back to this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. And thanks for watching it if you do. And we'll see you back in the video.
Fucking hell.
Right. Hello and welcome back to the second half. Oh, wow, Harry, that was brilliant. To the second half of this. Thanks for listening to a little short break. So obviously we're talking about our 1-11. Right, sorry, I do apologise if you heard that, but that did make me laugh. If you didn't, then you've got no idea why we're laughing, and that's completely...
We just look like idiots.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so we've gone through our... to recap, I went for Jack Butland, Hector Bellerin, Wes Morgan, John Stones and Ben Davis. That was my keeper and back four. Jake?
My keeper was Kasper Schmeichel.
Schmikes.
My right back was Hector Bellerin. Two centre-halves were Chris Smalling and Wes Morgan.
Yeah.
My left back was Brendan Galloway.
Brendan Galloway. And Harry?
I'll start Adrian in goal,
Yeah.
Bellerin right back, Morgan, Koscielny centre backs. The left back, I'll start Nacho Monreal here.
Yeah, Monreal. Okay, cool. So got three Arsenal players in there out of five. So it's interesting.
Yeah, nothing more.
Don't worry. Right, so we'll go on to modern formation these days. Do we go 3 centre?
4-4-2. 4-4-2.
Oh,
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, 4-4-2.
Muti.
The easiest option there.
I was going to suggest 3 centre mids, 2 wide players, and 1 striker. But
No, we
Go
want
on
2 up
then.
top.
huh?
I said we want 2 up top. I'm
Two
not
up
fussed.
top always effective.
Do you know what? All right, we'll go 4-4-2. We'll go
One
West.
up top don't work for Man United, so fucking Go on.
It's all right. We'll just do a West Brom 2 up top. No worries. Right. Do you know what? I don't know if they even play 2 up top, so that's a bit.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think anyone does. No, Leicester do at times. Tell a lie. Leicester do at times. Right. Anyway, so we'll do 4. So we'll go 2 centre mids. I'm going to start off by peeling one name out there, N'Golo Kante. Right. Discuss.
Oh,
Um,
what a player.
what a player.
To be honest, if I'm 100% honest, and I think I speak for sort of 98% of football fans here,
That's a big
I've
number.
never heard of Kante before he moved to Leicester.
Who
but-
did? I don't think he
I
would.
did. We were linked with him. He turned us down. I can't believe it.
Now we know why Leicester are second.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Fair enough. What, because he didn't go West Ham and now Harry's absolutely gutted?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
No worries. I don't think even, I don't think anyone knew who Kante was, apart from Harry and another 1% of people. No, the majority of us didn't know who he was. And he's just, sometimes that's the best though, because he's got no pressure on him whatsoever, really.
I'm just going to throw that out there. My first centre mid would be Dele Alli.
Oh, this is so hard of a decision to make.
No.
Right, because, no, oh, are you beefing?
We don't want Dele Alli.
Why not?
Oh, he plays first.
Because he plays for.
Nah, he's a good player. Nah,
See, the thing is, I'd love to be able to put Dele Alli in there. The reason why, look, I don't know whether it's because I'm a football coach and I'm going for a more tactical approach than you two. but I'm not going to go for Dele Alli because I know I want to go for him, and I want to go for Eric Dier as well, but or Dyer, however you say it. N'Golo Kante, very good defensive player. Other centre mid, I want to go for quite an attacking centre mid. Someone who's known for getting a lot of assists this season, which would be Mesut Ozil.
I was going to say, I'm glad you stuck him there.
That was. Yeah. You know what? I knew you were going to say that.
Did you? Oh, right, fair enough. But I think it's a good balance in the side. You've got a strong anchor in Kante. He'll break the play. He might play out wide, but he might play to Ozil. And see, I'm thinking about my team. I'm thinking about it. And then Ozil will get the ball. What's he going to do with it? Who knows?
I'm glad. I wish we changed formation now you said that, because obviously
yes,
Ozil will bang on in the middle. I'm not feeling that. Obviously, I'm going to stick him in because that is the only place I'd like him. I wouldn't like him on the wing. He's better just behind the striker.
Do you know what? I'm going to put this out there. I'm not doing 4-4-2. Jake, if you want to do 4-4-2, you do 4-4-2. Right?
He's changed it. Right? A bit late, but sorry.
No, Harry, whatever formation you want to play, you play. We're doing 4 at the back because we sorted that. So I'm going to go with 3 centre mids. So
he's completely changed it.
Kante and Eric Dier are going to be my 2 centre mids, and then at the top of the triangle, Illuminati confirmed, it's going to be Mesut assist. Oh, Ozil. Hang on. Yeah, Ozil. So that's my 3 centre mids. Jake, your 2 or 3 centre mids? Or 4? 2. Or 5?
I'm sticking. I'm sticking with my 3 or 2.
You be tactically naive. You stay tactically naive. No,
I will.
All right.
Dele Alli, as I mentioned.
Cool. Yeah. And, I don't have any qualms with that.
It depends. My other option depends on whether we're allowed to position change.
Oh, here we go. Now he's looking for loopholes now. What's the position change?
Wayne Rooney to centre mid. I would play Rooney at centre mid. I don't think he's a striker anymore.
It's not Ultimate Team, It's not like you can't put you could put Rooney at left back if you want. I wouldn't put him there. I don't agree.
Well, considering where Van Gaal's been playing his players this season, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, neither would I. But I guess. But all I'm saying is, Jake, if my team was to come up against your team, we'd absolutely slap you so far. So, in terms of. I don't know. You can put Rooney centre if you want. I mean, I quite like Rooney, as I said, behind the striker.
Kante would just eat him up.
Oh, for dinner. I mean, he had Lukaku in his pocket, and he let him out for the next game so he could score, obviously. But very nice of him to do. So that was very nice of him to do. But yeah, I'm gonna say, look at the balance of my squad.
Okay, then. Ooh. Okay, if we're not going to allow a position change of Rooney,
you can. I'm saying you can put him there.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you
okay. Or actually, I'm actually going to change my mind because I'm going to put Yohan Cabaye there.
Oh, that's a not
Yohan Cabaye. He's fantastic in my opinion.
Sure, Levin.
Do you know what? It's
all right.
Do you know what? If Payet didn't get injured, I would. Most probably put him over Ozil. It's hard because Ozil does so well, but I do love Payet.
Yeah, mate.
Do you know what? I hate saying it because
he's back tomorrow.
Yeah, against Liverpool. Yeah, but the thing is, it's hard for me to praise West Ham players in one part of me because, I support Millwall. I don't think I need to explain that. But the other part of me of just neutral football fan. You can't ignore how good of a player he is. And I've had it before where I've praised West Ham players on Twitter and I've had people go, oh, you Millwall, you're supposed to support Millwall. And I'm like, I do support Millwall. Yeah, exactly. And I get absolutely slated and it's not unnormal, I guess, for me to get slated on Twitter. But I do have an opinion and I'm not afraid to sort of tweet my opinion. At Dan_nutrition, by the way. Just putting that plug out there. But yeah, so, I get absolutely slated for putting West Ham players in there, for praising them. And I just think, well, as a neutral football fan, you have to admire these sort of players. I mean, I don't admire Jake's 2 in centre mid, then he's got Dele Alli and Wayne Rooney. But look, as Harry said, you're 11, mate. You're 11.
Yeah, sure, 11.
Okay, so you've got your 2 centre mids there. Okay.
You just got a campaign against me, ain't you?
Dan Elliott versus Jake. If we could you imagine? Hang on, I'm just going to put this out there now. If we had to choose
Oh,
a
right.
different,
Oh, God.
hang on. If we had to choose a different right back, so we all didn't have Hector Bellerin, so we all picked a different one.
I can pick another one.
No,
Don't worry about it.
I Bugsy Hector Bellerin, by the way.
Sounds
You
good.
can't. Harry picked him first.
I thought Carl Jenkinson is
It's got Carl Jenkinson. It's
useless.
fine.
Oh,
But
right.
all I'm saying is, could you imagine? And I know this will not happen now. But could you imagine if we did a 3-team tournament, us three as managers, and we had these pick of players?
We've not even completed it yet.
No. I'm just saying. So far, my team would slap yours, Jake.
It's just as well. It's just as well we don't do this free team tournament then.
Actually, I've got something really interesting. We all have Xbox Ones, yeah?
Yes.
We do.
Right? If I could...
I'll build it.
I can record the footage on my Xbox, okay? Because apparently you can record gameplay on there. If not, I'll just buy something where you can record the footage. It'll be fine.
I'll fund towards that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I will generally make this happen. I will go out and buy something to record if that recording isn't good enough.
Yeah, but FIFA in real life.
No. I'm just saying. On Ultimate Team, yeah, we do these teams. Obviously, we have to pick different right backs. We'll do like a lucky jackpot for who gets Bellerin, and we will use these players and we'll play against each other. I'm just putting it out there.
Fun,
Yeah, but
Can we do that?
that's all right. That's all right because there's players that are better than Hector Bellerin on FIFA. So.
Oh, here we go. He's going to go for the FIFA approach now, isn't he? I believe Lionel Messi scored a lot of Premier League goals this year. I would just like to put him in my team.
I need to think about this logically now. I'm going to pick all proper cheap players.
Who's that
God.
bronze player for Chelsea?
Yeah.
No. You still got to think current Premier League form and everything like that.
Of course.
So I'll take Bellerin. Okay, so I've got my centre mids. Jake's got his centre mids. Harry, who are yours?
It sounds like I'm just nicking yours, Dan.
That's fine. It's fine.
I think I'm going for a different formation. I'm going to go for Kenty in the defensive role.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go for Mesut Ozil behind the striker, obviously, instead of centre mid, because he needs to be closer to the striker.
Yeah, that's what I've said. I've got 3 in midfield now. So yeah. And then who else?
I'll definitely have different wingers.
Hang on.
I'm going for 2 wingers and 2 up top.
Oh, you're going for 2 up top. So I'm the only one who. Okay. I like that.
And I've picked the same 2 players, but trust everything else will be different.
Okay, that's fine. So you've got
on form, they're both the best. Well, near enough anyway.
You do realise
I'm just tactically not good enough.
Look, Jake, one day you might be on my level. It's all right. I might teach you one day. It's fine. No, but you do realise, Harry, you're going to have to play Mesut. Oh no, yeah, you can. Actually, I just realised it's FIFA. We can use the same players if we want. I just stupidly realised it's not real life.
I'm not thinking about who my striker is and who's going to whip the ball in or something like that. No, I'm not thinking that.
All I'm saying is, I've just realised if you want to use Ozil, I want to use Ozil. It's fine. It's not a problem. Because originally what I was going to say was, could you imagine if we got all these players in real life, we managed all of them in like a tournament? That'd be...
That would be a dream.
It would be, wouldn't it? No.
Trust me, our wingers are going to be supplying. I'm buzzing.
Could you imagine, like, at half time, like Mesut Ozil didn't get an assist, you go, Mesut, this is bollocks. You didn't get it. Could you imagine?
By the way, I'm just putting it out there. I'm choosing the strikers first.
What? All right, steady. But okay, all right. Look, don't pick them based on FIFA, but we will do this. Okay, so you have to play Mesut Ozil as a normal centre mid, though. Like, have to, because that's your formation.
Yeah, you're gonna have to convert him.
What?
Harry's sitting there thinking, he's like, I knew I should have picked Sami Khedira.
That's why I didn't put Rooney in the team.
Yeah, fair enough. I was going to say, Harry wished he picked Sami Khedira now, even though he plays for Juventus. No, but right. So I've got 2 wingers. I'm playing 4-3-3 attack in FIFA terms. So I've got 2 wide players.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. So you 2, I guess, have got right mid, left mid. Yeah.
Yes.
Haven't thought about left mid, but yeah.
Right. In a non-competitive environment, let's just relax. Who are we picking for our wide players? Who are we picking? Mahrez. Right, go on. You go.
right mid, Mahrez.
Yeah.
And left mid, Yannick Bolasie. There we go.
That is an absolute dream. I'm just saying them 2.
I know we couldn't go back to my ultimate team. That's class. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I
That's gonna
didn't
do
think
bits.
just because of Ultimate Team.
I swear
That's
Balassi
gonna
has
do
an
bits.
informed striker card. Yeah.
More than likely does.
Yeah, no. But yeah. So I'm going with Mahrez on the right wing. Left wing, I'd like to say Balassi, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for a bit of a different approach.
Yeah, you always do.
Yeah, you know me. I'm going to go for. It's a very hard pick for me, and in FIFA terms, he might get slapped. I'm going for Marko Arnautovic.
I know, Dan.
See, do you know what? My opinion, I would like Arnautovic a lot more if he didn't have a top knot. I'm just saying.
Oh, really? Does that really matter? All right. Okay.
Well, it just easy.
Yes, it does.
But I've just realised
exactly.
he's got to play against Hector Bellerin. Oh, look, it don't matter. Arnautovic is the boy. He'll do it. Right.
Slack him up.
Go on, Harry. Who's your left wing? Oh, right wing.
I'll be honest. Like I said, I hadn't thought about left wing. I just knew I was definitely picking for right wing, and that is definitely Gerard Deulofeu.
That's actually quite. I'm liking that pick.
Every single game, I'm pretty sure gets an assist or two for Lukaku. It depends who my striker is. I might get some goals on the team.
He's going for Lukaku. I'm telling you, he's going.
Nah, I've used him. Nah. Deulofeu's absolutely mustard. And he's the best right winger in the Prem. He's better than Mahrez, trust me.
Okay.
But maybe not based on this whole season, it's not been. But even when he played for Everton in his first spell, he was brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
And left mid, I just want Nick Arnautovic. It's hard. I was trying to think of how the top teams have done this season. You sort of got to pick one from them, but Man United, no. Arsenal. I could stick Santi Cazorla there. I prefer him more behind the striker again, but I've messed this completely up. So I'm going to stick Santi Cazorla on the left wing.
He's gone for it. He's gone for Santi Cazorla when he was about
Arsenal fans will have got me because I know full well that he's shit in left wing. But he's gone there.
Because the thing is, he was actually a left winger years ago, or right winger.
He's not got enough pace to be banging it down. He's good in the middle, just spraying it about.
I'm just going to put this out there. Right, winner of this tournament. I mean, this tournament could be in a month's time because we've actually got to buy these players an ultimate team. I've just thought about.
I have no life, so I'm up for it.
So any ultimate team coin sellers, just at me, and we'll discuss so we could buy players. No, but on a real, whoever wins, right? Obviously, Jake, I know you live near Reading. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to reveal your house number. I don't know anyway. So, Harry, obviously you live in Harlow, and I live in obviously southeast London. So we're quite pinpointed, really. It's like a little downwards triangle, sort of like my midfield three. Just flip the other way around.
Have you been thinking of that for the whole podcast?
I have. I've just been thinking of it now. Yeah. But what I was thinking. You need to come down to London at some point because we ain't getting Reading. There's nothing to do in Reading anyway, Jake.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, I've only been Reading away once.
Yeah, I've been Reading away once.
Fuck that.
I went Reading Festival as well, so it was alright. But
in a football
town centre's not bad.
In a football podcast, I talk about Reading as a place. No, you've got to come to Westfield. I'll go Westfield. Harry he lives around the corner, pretty much. Or Harlow. He's close.
Off now. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes from there anyway. Or 30 minutes anyway. Whoever wins on that tournament... No, hang on. Not wins. Whoever loses the worst. So whoever's got we'll do a little league table. We've got to play each other twice. Whoever's bottom at that table has to pay for our Nando's. Agreed?
I'll get saving up. No, I don't. I'll win it. Believe.
Yeah, Harry's going to go all out now. And the winner, I don't know, we'll sort something out for that. But yeah, whoever gets absolutely slapped, so Jake, you're buying me and Harry Nando's.
We'll let the followers know before.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it'll be all be done on here anyway. I know it's just a football podcast, so I don't know why we're talking about Nando's now. Hang on, where
else are drinking Nando's?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the podcast. Strikers then.
Oh, hang on. Have we all picked our wingers?
Yes, we have.
Delfo and Santi Cazorla.
Santi.
I've chosen mine as well.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So you've got 2 strikers. I've only got 1 pick left.
Yes.
So I'm gonna sit and observe your mediocre picks.
Oh yeah, mediocre.
No, go on.
Well, in terms of FIFA, right? I know we're not meant to do it in terms of FIFA. I'm not doing it in terms of FIFA actually. 2 Watford pair: Troy Deeney, and Carlo.
That's interesting. Troy Deeney's going to get slapped by John Stones, but no, very good picks.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, those are interesting picks. I'm going to go for. No, sorry. Go on, Harry. You go.
Jamie Vardy, obviously.
Oh yeah. By the way, you have to use his normal card, not his record breaker.
All right, that's it.
I probably can't afford it.
I was actually thinking Jamie Vardy's got a hero card. I've got to use him, but no, fair. Never mind. No, go on. Who's your other striker?
Igalo. I know they're sort of like. Well, I know people going back to it, but on FIFA they're both like fairly quick and whatnot. But both of them been in form this season, banging in the goals.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I didn't really want to pick Deeney. Igalo is top class.
Bang, bang, bang.
good goal against Spurs the other day by Igalo.
Yeah,
a couple of good goals against us.
Every goal scored against Spurs is a good one for you.
Yeah,
of course.
And every goal against Man United and every loss is good for us. So there we go. For me, I just realised I've only got 1 up top, haven't I?
Oh, what a shame!
I was going to go for a combination of Vardy and Lukaku.
That's out the window, then, isn't it?
Is this just sort of based on like current form?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
I was going to say I should have just gone for Aguero. Stuff it.
He's been banging at goals all season.
and you get Santi Cazorla.
Yeah. I forgot. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Go on.
You have messed it up.
You messed up big time.
If it's based on current form, I mean Antonio. See the way the ball bounced off his head the other day.
That was fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay. Look, I'm thinking about my team. I've got Kante, big player. We've got Dier, technically very good. John Stones, he can step in. We've got Mahrez out wide. I could get a good link with Jamie Vardy up front. I could. Got Arnautovic. But do I go for a big man up top?
But we're not going to tell you.
In Andy Carroll. No, I'm joking. I ain't picking Andy Carroll.
Well, I was going to say.
Look. It's tough. It is tough, but I'm going to go with Lukaku. I love Lukaku. So for me, Lukaku. That's the way.
Brilliant striker.
Yeah, brilliant. So that's our 1-11. That took ages, but
doesn't matter.
Very good. But this next section, I'm actually really looking forward to now because this is where I can just sort of sit, observe, and I can judge. So
I'll try to remember what this was.
Exactly. So for those
room 101. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah. So no worries. You go on. You introduce it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So Room 101. For the people who don't know what it is, it's originally a BBC One show, I believe. It originates much further back than BBC One. But I'm just saying that originally when I saw it, it was on BBC One. But it's a room where you can put things that you don't like or things that you wish that weren't in it. So I listened to Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Carl Pilkington do this. Carl Pilkington come up with some very like slugs he put in Room 101 because they slime all over his bathroom, for example. So he doesn't like slugs because of that, and he put in Room 101. So you two have got to come up with one thing, okay, that in football you don't like. It can be a team, fans, a rule.
Please speak personally, yeah.
It can be personal, not too personal. Good. It can only be too personal for specific professional players, managers, people in the game. Fan-wise, just because you don't like someone on Twitter, you can't slate them and put them in Room 101.
No, of course not.
It's got to be.
I've got one.
If you're going to do fans like Reading and Derby fans, I'd love to put them in Room 101.
What about a specific group of fans?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Derby fans and Reading fans.
Are we just doing one each?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be one each, and I've got to decide. And I've got to decide which one goes into Room 101. So Whoever wants to hold the floor
Is
first.
it just one round? Yeah. Just do it.
Harry,
We could
you
do.
can take the honours of going first.
Okay, yeah. Depending on how it goes, yeah. Okay, go on, Harry.
Avram Grant.
Okay. Why? Because you do remember.
Be honest. Yeah, go on. Be honest. Like, it's not just personal. Like, Chelsea fans and Portsmouth fans can happily say they're glad that they have not got Avram Grant. I'm pretty sure everyone can say that.
I don't know. Avram Grant, Mill legend. I seem to remember.
who actually does like Avram Grant? Got to be honest. Like, you're a one-off with loads of Mill fans. You went down.
All right, no. I genuinely don't like Avram Grant. So
He sent us down, right? Pretty sure he sent Portsmouth down. He was only in charge of Chelsea for a short stint, and then, you could say down. Luckily, lost the Champions League final, but I'm sure Chelsea fans won't forget that. Doesn't matter how lucky they were. He's just done nothing good in England. And the fact is, he sent us down so he can fuck off into room 101. I don't care.
Okay, do you know, for your passion, I really like that. So, Jake.
Oh yeah, I've automatically lost that one.
Hang on, no. You haven't automatically lost at all. But you've either got to be really passionate, or the answer's got to be quite. It's got to be a good one. It's got to be quite logical. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go.
Hang on, sorry. Hang on, just quickly. We'll do 3 rounds of this. I can choose who goes into room 101 this time. Then Jake can choose, and then Harry can choose who goes into it. So it'll be like we all get to.
I like that.
Sorry, I just thought of it now. So go on, Jake. Go on.
Okay, I'm going to go with football fans football fans all over the world who brag about being arrested and being arrested at games.
So wannabe hooligans.
Are you trying to fire shots at me?
Exactly.
Are you trying to fire shots at me and Harry? Obviously, hooligan teams.
That is me.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, all right.
Well,
actually, to be fair, I don't know why I said that because I'm not a hooligan, so I don't need to say that, and I don't think I am either. So, as you can
come on, Dan. Easy choice.
Okay, do you know what? Look, Jake, I understand where you're, but for the pure,
is coming. Oh,
for the pure passion of his answer, and he's just shit.
Yeah.
He brought us down.
You're talking to the wrong person, Jake.
Fuck him! I don't like him. Look.
See,
Harry,
I'm being polite. No swearing. I'm being polite.
You're talking to a Millwall fan here. Just saying. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I coach men. I've been involved.
Your
with
point.
What's that? What'd you say?
What?
I'm not calling you out. I just didn't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
I started cracking up, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't say anything.
Right, look, we'll leave it there. Okay, so look, Avram Grant's going to room 101. Put it that way. Harry.
I'll get to choose next. So.
Okay, all right, yeah. So you get to choose next. So me and Harry. So Harry, you've got another opportunity here to put something else you don't like into room 101.
I've won one, so for those this one, every day, don't matter. Anyway, you can go first because I've honestly not thought about it. So I want to say Spurs fans, but I won't go there. I won't win.
No. Okay, I think.
I've got one.
I got you go because I'm still thinking. I'm genuinely struggling.
I just think it's really tin pot how flags get waved at grounds. I'll be honest. When I went to Old Trafford recently, there's hundreds and thousands outside, people selling flags and banners and whatever. But flags like Chelsea, and you obviously get your Championship, League One, League Two. I don't really take note of it, but more so Chelsea. They're a big club with a lot of money, winning loads of trophies here and there. Obviously not this season, but winning everything. And they got tin pot flags. Oh, Jesus Christ, do me a favour.
Did you see that one again the other day? Jose Mourinho on the Man United scarf.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I don't get it, but it doesn't create an atmosphere whatsoever. So yeah, it's got going room 101.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go for, and it's weird because technically, I mean, we're not media. I don't work for we're freelance, if you will.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be really specific here. I would like to put in Room 101 media that it's going to sound weird, that put too much pressure on things and take things out of context. And I know that's generally a lot of media, but I do read good. So like the non-league paper, very good paper to read. Some bits you get in certain newspapers are quite accurate, but the Sun, things like that, it's the worst reading. I literally hate media that take things out of context and try to put more pressure than that's what's needed. So, like, for example, anytime England get to a tournament, so it's like through the group stages, oh, we're quality, or like, oh, we're winning games, but we won't do well in the Euros. And that 1-2 week period before the Euros, and everyone gets buzzing, we're all down the pub, everyone's absolutely on it, right? Everyone's buzzing for a tournament, and everyone's like, oh, you see in the paper, oh, Rooney's been training really well. He's in good form. And everyone's thinking, oh, can we do this? And the media put such high expectation on us. And then, well, we don't do the tournament. So, and specifically for criticising players, and by media, I mean radio, Sky Sports, like any sort of media. So this counts as media as well. I'd like to put in anyone that puts too much pressure on young players and puts too much expectation on them. That's what and in football in general. I know it's a bit of a rant, but that's what I'm going for.
I think that's like, I shouldn't agree with you because obviously I want flag waving or whatnot. Just go in Room 101. But I remember, I know it happens every single day in newspapers. Pressure gets put on players or something. Like when Grealish started the season brilliant. And then
don't get me started on that because, do you know what? This is one more thing I'm going to say now. How can you expect, this is going to really annoy me, how can you expect someone that's 19, 20, 21, even up to 23, I'd say, how can you expect someone to be a role model for young kids? They're still young themselves. And if I know plenty of non-league footballers and even professional footballers that still go out after they've had a match. You played nearly 90 minutes. And as much as I'm about nutrition and healthy eating myself, like people who know me know that. If you've run around for 90 minutes and you've trained hard all week, you're allowed to go out with your friends. And I know I've seen Millwall players out in Venue. And if you're from South London or London, you know where Venue is. I've personally known, seen a couple of Millwall players in there.
Yeah.
Is it in the newspaper? I guess. Oh, no one gives a shit about Millwall.
It's funny how you brought this up.
But yeah, but the thing is, when Jack Grealish does it, it's a massive thing. Why? He's 19, 20 years old, going out with his friends after a game. The fact that they lost to Everton that day, who cares? If they won, would they have said that? No, and that it really gets on my nerves, and for that reason, it has to go in for me.
Yeah,
has to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. As much as I don't want to.
Yeah.
It'll go.
I know I want that one because it's the passion. You see, the passion. So Harry, now you're.
Before we move on to the next Room 101. Sorry, before we move on to the next Room 101 and whatever. Did you see the Brighton game earlier? Or at least
I didn't know.
I think I know what you're going to talk about. Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say?
James Wilson?
What, James Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's probably a load of shit. But the fact that he was being sick before the game, and he looked like he had the biggest bags under his eyes, means that he's more than likely had the latest sesh ever before before 3 o'clock game today.
He was in Venue with me last night on New Year's Eve. Go on.
But he'll more than likely be in the paper tomorrow.
Yeah.
Simple as.
But the thing is, in a way, that's different because that's before a game. It looked like he's drinking red, strawberry flavoured sambuca, which I had Christmas Day, and it's not nice.
It will say strawberry, yeah.
Or he had a strawberry daiquiri or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why he'd have that, but okay. So look, we won't talk about James Wilson getting pissed or me getting pissed. So Jake, now Harry. Now you've got to choose. Jake, had any more thought? It could be ridiculous. It could be serious. Mine was pretty serious. So I'll step back now.
Well, yeah, I genuinely think players who, and there's a lot of them, players who have sort of taken advantage of the high wage and the lifestyle that they've been given
Okay,
by.
interesting.
And I'm not saying buying like loads of stuff like I've got an Xbox and a PS4, whatever they buy with their wages. But I think the fact that the way that they're using it as, they're not trying as hard as they could. They train each day of the week.
I'm going to say one player's name there, and I shouldn't be supporting your argument, but Benoit Asuakoto is what I'm going to say there. Actually come out and said...
Doesn't even like football, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't even like football. He just does it for the money. But I guess if you're good at something and you know you can make money out of it, I guess, why wouldn't you? Like, I think if anyone had that opportunity, they would. But in terms of us as football fans, I 100% agree in that respect. So I don't know why I'm agreeing.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna mention any names. I'm not gonna mention any names. But like, I mean, fair enough. They train every week. Fair enough. They play a 90-minute game. Fair enough. They've in some shape or form they've earned their wages. But the thing I don't get is that they should be sort of in tip-top condition because they train. I think personally, a lot of players these days don't put enough effort into their performances on the pitch. Considering, they're given all the nutrition, they're given all the diet plans or whatever they get, and they still don't give as much as they could in a match for the fans. So that's what I disagree with.
I understand what point you're coming from there. So no, that's fair. For me, right, I know it's just going to sound so stupid. I went Blackburn away when Millwall were banging goals in the Championship with Chris Wood and James Henry and players like that. We were doing very well. The drum at a football game, why? Like, why? Why would you bring a drum to a football game? Like, I don't see the point enjoying that.
Jake, he knows when he is there.
Like,
this is up there with my tin pot comment.
Yeah, I know how to use Harry. No, but I hate the drum. I remember going Blackburn away. We won 2-0. Chris Wood and James Henry scored. Long travel that was on the 24th or 23rd of November, I think it was. See, I've got a good memory. I think anyway. I could be wrong. It's definitely November.
I remember when you won 1-0 there. Danny shit him in the FA Cup.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But no, that wasn't the time. It was just a normal league game. The same season. No, it wasn't the same season. No, I don't think it was anyway. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, the drums. Anyway, I remember them banging on the drum. And all I can remember us going is, you take it up, and just like throwing like bottles at them. I was just thinking, at one point, I was thinking, why are we throwing bottles? And I looked and I saw they're banging a drum. I went, oh, do you know what? It's actually deserved. I actually hate the drum. That's Harry.
They have one at Southend.
It's so tin pot, though. Like, I get that, okay, it might create a bit of noise, but for me, if you want to create a lot of noise, you just do it as a group of fans anyway. And I don't know whether some people might look at it and go, it's only a drum. Like, get over it. But I don't know. I've grown up watching Millwall, and if I brought a drum to Millwall, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get very nice looks, and I'm sure you get the same. No, I wouldn't get beaten up, but I'm sure you get the same at West Ham, though. If anyone brought a drum to West Ham, I think it'd be the same. I think.
I don't think we've ever brought a drum. I don't think it ever happened.
I think Charlton a tin pot, so they can. Yeah, Palace tin pot.
What?
Do you know, but the thing is, I'm just going to say about Palace, I actually really like watching them play. It's just their fans sometimes just do my head in. But what I will say is their ultra thing is quite impressive at times, without the drum. That's all I'm going to say.
The thing is, I'll add to that, is there's a guy, I'm not sure of his actual name, but there's a guy on Twitter who follows me. I don't follow him back.
Probably an idiot. Let's go for
it.
Let's name and shame him.
He's a Wickham fan, right?
He's at. No, go on.
And his name, his like Twitter name is the Wickham drummer or something.
Can't say I've ever seen it. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm going to search him now. Go on.
I think he might have changed it, but when I last saw
Just
his
type in the
name.
Wickham drummer on Twitter, so see what
By the
happens
way,
there.
boys, we've literally got 1 minute left, so bang through it quickly, and we'll go.
Actually, scrap it. Go on, make your decision.
All right, go on.
Only because the drumming comment is like up there with the flags and it's tin pot. I think like players, they do use their money wisely. Well, some of them don't, obviously all of them, but you can't say everyone's going to use their money wisely. Some of them donate to charity, and some of them don't just go flashing it about doing like a Liam Ridgewell. Like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, I do know. Yeah.
that photo about a year ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the drum comment.
Get in!
Room 101. Unfortunately,
Right.
sorry, Jake.
Thank you very much, Harry. Quickly, I'd just like to say we've got less than a minute left on this. Look, thanks again for listening and watching. I'm sure this is actually quite a long one, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks for Harry and Jake to come on. You are both can come on every time. It's so enjoyable to do this. But look, thanks very much. Hopefully we can get near our 100 views again. I'll speak with you boys very soon. And a little like on the video. Hello guys, sorry that it cut out at the end there. Our meeting ran out of time on the platform we were using. But look, thanks so much for the over 100 views on the last video. Hopefully we can match that, if not get even better on this one. We really do appreciate all the support and all the views that we've been getting on there. So we're really buzzing with that. Obviously, thanks to Jake for coming on once again, and also thanks to newcomer Harry that come on. Both did really well. Really enjoyed it doing it to them as well. So hopefully you enjoyed it too. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up. Let us know what you think. You can tweet me, which is at Dan_nutrition or at Jake_more16. And Harry's not got Twitter at the moment, I don't think, but tweet me or tweet Jake, and I'm sure we can pass anything on to Harry. If you'd like to be a part of this as well as a speaker, then just let me know. Tweet me, DM me, whatever you want to do, if that is what you want to do. And obviously, hopefully, we can try and change things up all the time. Last of all, just need to reiterate my point that we said halfway through. If you could go onto YouTube, type in Foxbury Park and watch the video that you're seeing right now on this screen, that'd be fantastic. Thanks so much for the support. You'll get why I'm so passionate about the video once you watch it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.